Hello everyone, my name is Mitch Branget. I am an award-winning horror filmmaker and special effects artist, and I'm wishing you all a happy holidays. Now, today is a very special video because we'll be talking about one of my favorite holiday movie subjects. Special effects! Now, I know what you might be thinking. Mitch, what do special effects have to do with holiday movies? Well, you'd be surprised at just how many holiday movies have so many amazing and impressive special effects behind them. We're talking about movies like Krampus, Home Alone, the classic Die Hard, and of course, Gremlins. Now, all of these movies have some amazing practical effects going on, but even movies like the beloved Elf, starring Will Ferrell, has a lot of hidden special effects that you might not even see. These special effects include classic tricks like forced perspective, to make one actor appear much larger than the rest of the cast, or even stop-motion effects to make it feel like that classic puppet and clay animation style that you're so used to seeing over the holidays with your family and friends. Now today, in the spirit of these amazing holiday films, we're gonna get into some special effects. So let's go. Now our first tutorial will be on how to make your own fake blood, just like you see in the movies. For this gory recipe, all you need is some clear corn syrup, some chocolate sauce, a mixing cup, and food coloring. You're gonna want to get red, yellow, and green. And then a mixing straw. I'm using the back of my brush. And that's it. Start by opening up your corn syrup and put as much in as you want blood. I'm just doing a little bit, and then I'm adding a lot of red food coloring, enough to get a rich royal red. Then I add about 4 drops of yellow food coloring, and then just a little touch of 1 or 2 drops of green. Then finish up with a touch of chocolate sauce, mix it all up so it's nice and dark, and you're ready for the screen. Now our second tutorial will focus on making cuts and scratches using a mixture of skin wax and the fake blood that we made. For this tutorial you're going to need some rubbing alcohol, a mixing cup and liquid latex, spirit gum, skin wax or scar wax, a basic makeup palette and some application sponges, toothpicks, and a makeup brush. For this tutorial I want to create some nice deep scratches on my wrist. So I'm going to start by cleaning the area, rubbing it down with our rubbing alcohol. And then we start peeling out what are going to become the cuts and scratches. So I'm taking out 3 medium-sized chunks of my skin wax right now, and just putting it on the cardboard of my spirit gum. Up next we're going to take our spirit gum and add it to the back of our hand. Then we're going to take our skin wax and apply it on the proper area. Use Vaseline to smooth out the edges and to smooth out the overall texture of the skin wax. It's very important for blending. Then I go in to just add a little bit of yellows and reds to make the skin look a bit irritated, pop a bit of flesh tones out. Once I have a little bit of makeup on there, I'm going to actually go ahead and start adding our liquid latex. You want to do about 2 to 3 coats over your whole hand. Then, use a blow dryer to help speed up the drying process. After that, we're going to take our blood out, get it ready, and then we're going to go back in once our latex is dry, and we're going to start adding a bit more of those cut tones. Then we're going to go back and add some of our gore detail. So for that, we're adding yellows, purples, and inside of the cut itself, a lot of black. To finish off the makeup, I added a bit of yellow on top. You can add a bit of gray if you want it to look more fresh. I wanted mine to be a bit more bruised and irritated. Finish up by adding blood all over. And our third and final tutorial is going to be focused on recreating a classic look from a classic holiday movie. We're talking about Marv's Iron to the Face. So we're gonna do a quick tutorial where all you need is a little bit of Halloween makeup, a little bit of latex, and a couple of reference photos. So let's not waste any more time, let's get into it. This makeup is pretty easy. All we're gonna need is a makeup stack, a little bit of latex, some rubbing alcohol, a baking sheet and an iron, some electrical tape, and some sponges. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use our tape and tape down our baking sheet onto our iron. This way we don't ruin the surface of our iron by getting makeup all over it. Once the baking sheet is taped down to the iron, you can go ahead and start adding some dark red makeup on the sides and tip to figure out the surface area of the iron. Then go ahead and press it on your forehead and nose. Once you press the iron down, you can go ahead and spray some rubbing alcohol onto a piece of paper towel, and then start to really accentuate the point of the end of the iron to give it that nice triangle look to it. After that, I go in with some blending and just add a bit of darker colors. I continue the line down onto my cheek like the reference photo. Then we're going to spray some of our rubbing alcohol into our mixing cup. Then we're going to get a small, fine brush and rub it inside of the rubbing alcohol. We're going to take our rubbing alcohol and our brush, and we're going to start fading away some lines in the forehead to really sell that layered burn look that we have in our reference photo. This is going to help sell that the iron was steaming hot as it hit him in the head, as well as show the depth. Once you have your wound looking how you want it, you can start adding some liquid latex around the edges of your point going down to the sides where your eyebrows are. This is going to make it look like the skin was impacted and scratched up when the iron hit. Once the latex is dry, go back in with a bit of that bright red makeup and touch it up for blending. After that, you're done and you're ready to chase down Kevin McAllister. And that wraps up our 3 tutorials. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below on what you thought about these tutorials, what kind of tutorials you're looking forward to in the future. I'm Mitch, and again, happy holidays. Keep making movies.